Okay, folks, how are you today? I'm glad to see you all. First of all, I want to say hi, hello. And one thing about this is I want to let you know, folks, that tonight we're looking forward to seeing you. One thing I do want to go ahead and say to you is this. One thing about corporate credit blueprints is that last night we were here, but one thing I wanted to let you know is that I did go ahead and I actually forgot that it was Super Bowl. There were some items I needed to take care of, and I work on a document for somebody and get it, completed, ready to go. Other than some information that needs to be put into it. But anyways, I want to say first of all right, congratulations to those of you who went to the Super Bowl, and those of you who watched the game, congratulations, and also those of you who had a good time with it or did not, whatever there is. So we didn't have the class last night. We have the class tonight. Tonight at 9 p.m. 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Mountain, and 6 p.m. Pacific time. I want to go ahead and say all of you as well as, again, thank you for being here this afternoon. Have a good lunch and everything else, that whatever you're eating or interrupting this, whatever it is. What I'm asking is just take a moment for yourself and look at this. Take a moment for yourself. Ask this question to yourself. How might $100,000 in your business credit change your business life? How would $100,000 make an impact on your business life? Remember, this time last year, it started heating up regarding the virus. A lot of people didn't take it seriously to a degree that would affect their business. Some people did, some didn't. But I can tell you this, those that actually did take it seriously are either already started applying with their business credit to get the credit they could get, and then also, again, like having the cash credit available, which means like American Express card, Visa, MasterCard, credit lines, even your Staples and Amazon and Office Depot stuff on your credit line. See, there, people don't realize you can get Visa, MasterCards with Apple, not Apple, excuse me, with Staples and also with Office Depot. You can get those. Why? Because they're gift cards. It's another way to go ahead and access cash. So there's many things people didn't know they can do. They were running, they were, frantic, and like, again, the best asset and the best money during a time of chaos is when you're calm in the chaos, knowing what you're going to do and take care of stuff. Because there's always a remedy to everything. So the thing is, what would you do if you had $100,000 in your business for yourself? What would you do? How would you expand it? And a lot of people say, well, I don't really think I can because why? What would what would that do for you? You get more advertisement, media online? Would you hire a SEO organization to assist you on your online presence? Would you do mailers? I mean, what else would you do if you had that available to you? Advertise, in your paper, hand out flyers. Would you go ahead and do more signage someplace? Hire more workers? Upgrade your PC, your programming, your telephone, your frameworks, and so on? How about buy more stock? Maybe you might have someone give them like say $35,000 and you have them trade, but you create a division to have them trade from the division. And they understand trading, not as a professional, but trading for the company itself. All right. And then also, create more items for yourself. What would that do for you? Because a lot of people, when they start thinking about, God, if I had, they start thinking about, then they say, well, but I can't because why? Because your company's new? You think it's impossible to get business credit? Indeed, you're wrong. No, you folks, it's not that. It's not true. Also, there are lenders out there that are willing to loan to new companies, brand new, and you simply just need to discover them. And they're searching for businesses to loan money to you, much like yours. What I'm saying to you is that you want to understand that. Even one time, I felt that way before. God, where I go, people are not telling me. They're just saying this, and they're not telling. Well, you go here, and then they didn't really even sell it. They just kept it to their pocket back in the 80s, early 80s and in the mid 80s. And things kind of break up a little bit in the later 80s, then the 90s a little bit, then 91, then about the year, and the late 90s, it began to break loose. But then people realized, what's the secret? Is just who's going to give you more of the information in regards to what there is to do. What else? Protection. How do you learn these things? What do you do? This is what it's all about. One thing, people say, I don't have good personal credit. People try to use that stunt all the time to get you to come in and look, you can't get it with good credit, so you can't come in because they didn't want you in the game. Because when I explained to you, oh, at least over a month ago about corporate credit and how it originated, where it started from, and who designed it, and why it has so much power, a lot of folks were in disbelief at first until, again, I said, fact check this and fact check this and that and the other. One thing you're going to find out, if you have good credit too, yes, of course, when I say of course, it's going to be easier, not in the way you think. Just easier because you can go ahead and get, like in 30 days, you can get yourself $30 to $150,000, all right, in business credit, maybe a little more, but that's it. Now, they don't tell you. A lot of people I'm reading out there, reading their posts, I'm reading their stuff. Oh, you can get this done in 30 days. They bring you and then they hook you, but then they ask you, how's your credit? Now you're going to have to build it the old-fashioned way, which is nothing wrong with that. You can build it the old-fashioned way. In fact, once you actually learn how to build it yourself, you begin to learn some of the strategies, because when you begin to know, you begin to ask people certain things and questions. Well, wait a minute. Can we do this then? See, if you have someone build it for you, it's not a bad thing. We like building them for you, but you walk along the road with us. You're going to carry the axe, you're going to carry the pick, you're going to carry all the heavy tools to see, okay, what makes this work? All right. And then we bring you along with it. Sometimes I have to pick you up a little bit by your shirt, put it over our shoulder, and keep going with you. All right. So what I want to say is this: you want to begin to understand. If you feel like you're at a crossroad in your business, in your credit, just give us a call and see where you're at. Let's see where you're at. We'll do a consultation with you. We had someone to call today on the trucking business that we talked about, truckers, what they're looking for and everything like that. And a lot of stuff that we talked about, what they're looking for. And she pulled off an old YouTube, maybe a month ago, 2 months ago, when we were talking about trucking, her and her husband. So anyways, there's many things that happen you can do. And, of course, they're always on the road and they don't have time to get into this, but they want to go ahead and have a conversation. And they don't want to have to go ahead, what can you do for me? And my other friend, trucker Joe Bobby, got ripped off by someone else. So they're concerned. There's these concerns because they're driving on the highway so long, and almost every day. And then they don't, when they get done late at night, they can't call anybody. So our structure is we work around the truckers' hours, and we do a lot of stuff, and then we call them in. Here's the update. Here's what's going on. Call us for 5 minutes when you stop somewhere. We'll talk for 10 minutes, and this is the update, and usually a little more than that because they want to know about the update. And then we update them and everything else. So there's a whole thing comes to customer service as well. They're never alone. They can't talk. They have to talk at midnight. I will personally stay up at midnight to talk to them. Or 2 in the morning, fine. That's what it takes to make sure they're getting what they want. That's okay because they have a whole different business. So whatever you feel like you can't do or you're not sure, don't believe it. There's a lot that you can go ahead and do. Just know, tonight we're going to have, again, our classes tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Mountain, and 6 p.m. Pacific time. So I just want to let you know that we want to say good night. Good night. We want to say you have a great lunch today. Some of you are just beginning to get over your lunch. So I just want to say thank you again for your time, for listening to this. We'll see you later. If you have any questions, you want to go ahead and get a free consultation, we can schedule a time. You can call the office. It's 888-471-4252, extension 2001, extension 2001. All right, folks, thank you very much. You have a great, lovely afternoon, and may you be prosperous in everything that you do. All right, we'll see you then.